Hello adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be meeting up with Riley. She's currently in progress of a work day, but we are on Pier 39 in Astoria, and I'm going to take you to explore a couple of the different things that are here, and then also show you part of the trail that runs across the little coastline over here. It's fascinating. There's some great viewpoints. You can see some of the ships, the bridges, and get some of the best pictures while you're in this part of Oregon. I'm super excited, and you're coming with me. Let's go. Now, let me start this video off by saying we drove out onto the pier, and it's a 5-mile-per-hour speed limit, and you hear every bump of every board. Yeah, that's what the experience is coming out here. Now, this is a real wooden pier, so it does wobble just a little bit as people are going by. And it's kind of fascinating, but also it's a one lane. So if you are wanting to come over the bridge, you have to wait to make sure no one is also coming over the bridge. There's just no room. Now, Riley said she's that coffee girl, so we're just gonna keep going until we find it in this direction. And this is a neat little pier. There appears to also be a museum about the cannery that used to be in this area, so we might check that out. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I'm just kind of looking at all of the different things. Like, there is a canvas shop right here, and then as we kind of go into the darkness, what is this? Wow, look at all of this stuff that's in here. This is amazing. This is definitely cool, and I see something that I want to look at. Help keep the history alive. For over 130 years, the cannery exists under the following names. Some of these names are super familiar. Now, while I'm here in the Astoria area, I keep learning about the canning history here. In fact, whenever I stopped over at the Columbia River Maritime Museum, there was an entire section about how the legacy of the canning industry really made Astoria boom. And then also how families would work from family member to family member, either in the canneries or on the boats bringing in the fish. And that this area was a major salmon port at one point. So it's kind of interesting to see that bumblebee tuna, actually, the Bumblebee brand, you know, the one we still see today, was founded right here in Astoria. But in the 80s, they took their corporate and they went somewhere else. So I understand the want for preservation of that history. That is a huge piece of history. And as we kind of look through here, you can see some of the historic items. Like, this is a can labeling machine, and several plants actually used this at one point in time. Now, the people who have donated this are mentioned on the small written plaques below, but as we kind of progress, you can see some of the original pieces of the Bumblebee Tuna Company. Look at this, and it still has the insignia and brand for the light tuna right there next to this historic photo of a woman getting the fish ready for the process. We're looking at a 32-foot net tender, and this is a specific kind of boat. It says here that it was designed to carry a full load of salmon at one point in time. It had a flat bottom to it, and they would use heavy nets to capture the salmon and then bring them on board this boat. And then you can see through this historic photo what it would have looked like when they brought all of those back. Look at how many fish that is. Again, the photo to reference, and then the boat below shows us what this would have been like in 3D, so we can get a scale of the idea of how big it was. But also, again, you can see there's some more signs telling us more history. You know, we came out on the pier today to come and meet Riley for some coffee and to kind of check in a little bit with the world around us. But in reality, we came into what we thought was a coffee shop, and it turned out to be this great history lesson, and we haven't even made it that far. There's more, guys. Oh my goodness, it just goes to show that whenever you're exploring a new area, something as simple as coffee can turn into a grand adventure. I still want the coffee though. We found the coffee girl. Let's go inside and get some coffee. Riley, I found
Hello. A quiche.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to get something.
And then I got a hot chocolate because I'm bougie like that.
Ooh, pinky out, pinky out. Yes. Okay, so Riley had a quiche, said it was good. I picked up a quiche, I got the ham one. I also got a chai, and I found a patch here too. And why would I want a patch for a coffee shop, you might be asking? Well, this isn't just a regular coffee shop. Actually, because of its proximity to the cannery, this was the coffee shop for all the cannery workers. So us getting to be here is us getting to sit in a piece of history still, and that is clear by all of the different things that we'll find along the walls. And then in a minute, after I finish up just a little bit, I'll take you out to the waterfront and show you, oh my goodness, the view, because we love a good view, right? Ooh, guys, look at this. This looks delightful. Again, I got the ham quiche, and it has this like nice crust on it. You can see the big chunks of ham, some peppers in there. Is that broccoli? Oh my goodness, life is about to be good. Coffee girl, thank you. Okay guys, I have not had a quiche in a bit, and this is good. I mean, you can already see, like, I'm making some ground here, but ooh. Yeah, this is delicious. I'm glad Riley suggested this. Fresh fish. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay, so that was a great stop. The Wi-Fi was good, the food was delicious, the drinks, oh my goodness. So if you are looking for free Wi-Fi in town and then happen to want a coffee, this is a great one for you. Again, this is the Coffee Girl, and it's located out here at Pier 39. And there's so many more things to explore, but I'm gonna go catch up with Riley for a second, and then we'll do a little bit of walking and checking out a couple more of the storefronts. So Riley is taking me through this area because she already walked around a little bit, and she's got some things that she found, including this wall over here. Let's go see what it is.
So this is the Cannery Workers Memorial Hallway. There's a sign over there that says that only cannery workers can sign these walls. And if you look, I think the oldest one I found was like 1938.
Wow, look at all of these. So many people on these walls. And again, they're keeping the cannery alive here with all of these names. This is like a memorial to all those who have been in this area, who have worked here, who have been a part of the community. Wow. Riley found this one, which was 1936, and then also 1938 right here. There's one that's from 45. Wow. So again, pretty cool way to keep everything alive here, and it goes right along with throughout this area. You can also see some more of those historic photos. Let me show you a couple of these that are peeking through the windows on the opposite side of Coffee Girl. Here you can see another one of these, and it looks like she's cutting up the fish. And then back there was another one, but I'm gonna leave that one for you guys for whenever you come. Now, whenever you do come here, I have one request for you. Make sure that you let me know that you had a Coffee Girl coffee, and if you had the quiche, leave a comment below. I'm just saying. Just saying. you can see, that drive was absolutely insane over that little pier area. But we actually came just a couple exits, or a couple turns rather, up the road so that I could show you a portion of the walking trail. Now, you could access the walking trail from across the pier that we were on, but there is a sign right around here somewhere that I wanted to show you guys that I found last time. Also, the last time I was here, there was actually a pretty interesting collection of sea lions that were out on the piers right out here. I'll show you where they were, but it doesn't look like they're there today. It could be the time of day, it could be that they've moved on to another place. I don't know, but always look. You could sometimes also hear them by their sound that they make. So we're gonna go over to the little trail that runs across town, and I'll show you what it looks like. Along this walkway, you'll find signs like this. This actually talks about the evacuation route for the tsunami, but it also shows you kind of where you are on the overall trail. Now, this is 36th and Riverwalk, and here is where you used to be able to look out in this region and hear the barking of the sea lions, but it does look like they've actually closed this off completely, so there's no trespassing on the pier itself. There are a few boats parked out here, but by no means is it as busy as it was the last time I was here. Now, as you can see, this trail is pretty wide, and you can actually bring out some of your recreational items. So just saw a guy who was one-wheeling. There's a couple people who are down the way who are biking. Of course, you can always just walk. And this runs the entirety of the length of Astoria, I believe. I know it goes all the way into the downtown region at least, which is a considerable distance. It took us all the way over to the Maritime Museum, and then we're about 2 miles past the Maritime Museum. So a pretty big trail. And this is one of my favorite things about this entire trail right here. You have little signs like this, and this is a part of the Oregon Film Trail. In fact, this one right here says that Kindergarten Cop, which was filmed in 1990, actually used the elementary school and provided the exterior scenes and location for the film production. And you could also see here that the film production company installed the playground equipment that was replaced in 2013. They hired local artists and they painted murals. And this is super, super, super cool in my opinion, because I love movies, but I also love travel. So you can go to these places and see places like this. For example, this sign is literally placed right next to where the school is. But there's a lot more here in Astoria that you will find. In fact, there is an Oregon Film Museum, which I visited before and I encourage you guys to go to. I will link it in the description box below so you can see the video that I did there. It was earlier in my channel, so the style's a little bit different, but I think you'll like it just the same. Super cool place. And it was there that I found out that they have had so many movies filmed in the Oregon area. In fact, historic homes in this community alone have served in Free Willy, and then also The Goonies, and Come See the Paradise, Short Circuit, and even The Ring. And you can find all of that along this walkway so that you can kind of figure out where you want to go, what you want to explore, and also there's a couple little QR codes on here. We like a good QR code on the channel, that's for sure. Now, the way a QR code works is you just turn on your photo screen and then you line it up, and whenever you do, it automatically grabs it and locks in the website. So then you can click on that and it'll open. Now, this QR code in particular took us to something kind of cool. This is called Set Jetters, and it's an app that you can download that tells you a little bit more about different things that are filmed. I didn't know about this one, so guess what, guys? We're downloading the app. So in our upcoming adventures, maybe, just maybe, we'll have something fun that will pop up as a result of this. I'm gonna add it to my regular kinds of places that I look up really cool stuff for you guys. And you could join in with me if you get this app. It looks to be free. Yeah, it's free. Okay guys, now that I've downloaded that and we've checked out the waterfront and also Pier 39 today, I'm gonna cut this video a little bit shorter. I think that you can see why Astoria is one of those places that you would enjoy stopping in, not just for the bigger attractions like the museums, but also just for the beauty of the nature around us. It's pretty spectacular once you put it all together, and I can't imagine what it would be like to live in a community like this where there's just so many cool things at your disposal. But as a person in a van, at least it gives us an opportunity to hit the road, drive to a place like this, and check out a view like this. Until next time, guys, remember, we are not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. And well, places like this make that easy. Till next time, guys, bye!